When I look at success, there is only one word that comes to mind, and that word is freedom. Now, to me, freedom, I define freedom as live freedom, L-I-F-T. Now, what's live freedom? It stands for location, intellectual, financial, and time. And so when I look at freedom, the ultimate freedom for me is having all four. Sometimes for some of you that may not be possible, that may not be something that you want, but depending on what's the definition of success, I think in today's time and age where we look at success, we're talking about the ability to have the freedom to do whatever you want. All right, so from a personal point of view, when we look at success and we look at growing the business, basically I'm looking at freedom, the freedom to pursue whatever I want to. But from a business angle, when we look at success, I think from the business angle, the key thing is that you not only want to have, to do financially well, but you also want to have this thing called recurring income. Now, recurring income is key because at the end of the day, you don't have to keep on going out there and keep on having to search for new clients. That's what I used to do in the past. Every year I would sign on, X number of schools, and at the end of that contract, I would have to find a way to convince them that they should engage my services for another 6 months or another 12 months. Sometimes that is possible, sometimes that is not. And so if that is not, and if I want to make sure that I kind of meet the same level of income that I used to have in the past, I need to then procure or need to look for more clients. All right, and client acquisition is a very expensive and a very extensive process. So I think the key here is to have recurring income. So if you look at recurring income, it's not exactly that far off an idea, because if you think about in the day-to-day household, your utility company has a recurring income because every month you have to pay a certain amount of money to keep the lights on, and once you stop paying, you don't get the lights, you don't get water. So that is one way of looking at recurring income. Now, another way of looking at recurring income is in the software industry. So for example, in the past, when you purchase a copy of Microsoft Office, you do it as a one-time purchase. You pay probably like $4.99, for example. But now, when you get a copy of Microsoft Office, what you do is that you get it online and you pay an annual subscription. So every year you pay X amount of money. So for example, in my household, we got a computer and we kind of bought the home edition, and we pay something like $69.90 a year. Yeah, and but that requires me to every year to kind of keep the subscription. Otherwise, I will lose some of the features and benefits. All right, so it's not too far-fetched an idea of looking at moving away from that one-off purchase to that recurring purchase or a subscription basis. All right, of course, the best thing is to have a few big clients, and then at the same time to have an X amount of clients who kind of pay on a recurring basis. So that is key. So that's from the business angle.